there is a family that has several kids and they're afraid of hurting one of the kids' feelings and they're not sure, should I pick Joey because he's the eldest, or, should I pick Susie because she might be the youngest, but she's really the best with finances. I don't want to hurt my kids' feelings, and I don't want to set them up to fight with each other. So what if I just chose none of them? Who would be the trustee? And that's when I recommend First American Trust.
And I think it's important, let's take a step back and just think about that too, because oftentimes you can be in a situation where after you listed out your various candidates, probably the art history major, probably not the best candidate for a trusteeship.
Sure.
But someone who majored in economics or is an engineer, is a mathematician, those are the folks that tend to become anal retentive. They're very good at keeping records. They want to make deadlines and make sure they don't miss deadlines, things of that sort. So your anal retentive sibling is probably a great candidate for that up front. And then to your question about what happens if I am concerned about making one of my sons or daughters a little bit grumpy because I didn't get the nod. Well, don't make that assumption. I think it's important, again, as hard as it may be, to talk about this, whether it's during a holiday or during a family barbecue or whatever the case might be. Hey, my mom and I are thinking about doing this, and this is the reasons we're thinking about doing this. What are your thoughts? Do you feel comfortable with that? And the kids will typically step right up and say, hey, no big deal, Mom. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. He or she is probably a better person with respect to the brother or sister. I have no problem with that, or I'm so busy at work, or I'm so busy with my charitable activities, or busy with homework with my kids and doing things that no problem at all. So don't make those assumptions, but sometimes just an easy conversation like that will make an actual family member fit the role, and 9 times out of 10 that works out just fine. For those other 10% of the time, that's when things can get a little bit dicey. And looking back at the duty of impartiality, I think that's a really one of the bedrock duties of a trustee.
Sure.
All those folks, they have special talents, but they don't have an axe to grind with anyone. Corporate trustees, such as First American, we come in with a blank slate. We don't have an axe to grind because we didn't grow up with a problem that my brother always did this and Mom and Dad always treated him differently or treated her differently if it was a sister. We come in with a clean slate, and it's just our responsibility is to carry out the terms of the trust, and we have lots of different professional officers within our company that take care of that, because everyone can't be great at everything. So we have trust officers who are the quarterbacks, if I use the football analogy. Then we have portfolio managers who handle the stocks, bonds, and cash. Mm-hmm. And then we have real estate officers managing the agricultural or multifamily or the commercial high-rise or low-rise or mixed-use real estate assets. And then we have fiduciary business officers that handle the LLCs or the limited partnerships that might hold a piece of real estate, or the S Corp or the C Corp stock. And then we have oil, mineral, and gas experts. So we kind of have the whole enchilada. We run the board.